It's rare that a single element of a game can have a long-standing effect on a franchise's identity. Mario Kart's items are switched around every game. You can go entire playthroughs of Zelda without ever getting the sword due to the incredible flexibility of the rest of Link's arsenal, and the only thing removing E-tanks from Mega Man would do is make the bosses harder. That's not to say these elements don't add something positive to the experience. Except maybe the blue shell.
Okay.
But they are tangential enough to the core gameplay loop that players can be pretty accepting if a game or two doesn't have them. Herbs in Resident Evil, though, I'm not sure if they have that luxury. The herb, in many ways, is the distillation of survival horror gameplay into its purest form, cost-effectiveness. Sure, there's some strategy in which weapons you'll bring and how much ammo you've stockpiled, but due to the nature of firearms, ammo is going to be fairly plentiful. Once you figure out a comfortable threshold, being around that area is all you're going to care about around save points. It's something that scales poorly the further into a game you get. The herbs, by contrast, are something that's on a player's mind constantly, because each one represents a choice they can make. Using a green herb by itself might be enough to top off your health for a boss battle or rush through a difficult section, but if you wait and combine it with more green herbs, you'll save space in your inventory and get substantially better healing. The red herb is completely worthless by itself, but it's worth keeping around since it can give you full health when combined with a green one, while you'd need to lug around 3 green herbs to get the same effect otherwise. Blue herbs were initially a bit lame, being used for the sole purpose of getting past the specific roadblock of poison once it started showing up in remakes. But the remake of Resident Evil 2 lets you resist poison and damage when combined with a red herb, giving it a bit more utility. What's so great about this system is how intuitive it is to use. Player only needs to remember 3 things. Green heals, blue cures poison, red improves the effects of other herbs. From just that, they can assume that more greens will heal them more, or that red might have some cool effect if they hang on to it and mix and match. Survival horror is all about weighing what you need to do now with what you can save up for later, because while it would be nice to build up to a full heal, that doesn't do you much good if you're dead. I think my favorite change, though, is in Resident Evil 4's yellow herb. This takes the risk-reward systems of survival horror to their logical extreme, giving you permanent extra health. But only if you hang on to it long enough to combine it with a green herb. Even better, if you could get a hold of a red herb too, you'll fully heal while boosting your max HP at the same time. But waiting that long might mean your attaché case is stuffed up with herbs, so you can't pick up any ammo or grenades you would have taken otherwise. It synergizes incredibly well with the robust shop system too.
Thank you.
Because anything with a yellow herb in it sells for incredibly high prices. More money means more guns and gun upgrades, but less yellow herbs means less health and more dying. It strikes a balance between different players' approaches and their confidence in both their gunplay and ability to endure, really emphasizing and personalizing the survival aspect of the genre. It's no surprise that Resident Evil 5 and 6 were so controversial, simplifying the system dramatically down to only 2 herbs to toy with. Okay, and maybe some other reasons. To be fair to the games, a more complex system would have been cumbersome with its newfound emphasis on co-op, since no one wants to wait while their buddy tangles with menus. It is a bit of a shame that such a perfect system was absent for so long, but with the remake of 2 already out and 3 on the way, maybe this will point toward greater things for our humble mix-and-match plant. But for right now, we can still look back on it fondly as the most intuitive, simple, and versatile way to design.
For choice.
It's up to us to take out Umbrella.